What if I told you that everything you're about to see, the research, the writing, the graphics, and the code, was not done by me, but by an AI in 8 minutes? We're not talking about simple paragraph here, okay? We're talking about a full, professional, multi-page website where you can scroll and you can view from mobile, Mac, Linux, Windows. And the craziest part is, all you need to do is you need to take this chatbot called Kimi.com. It is a Chinese AI from Moonshot. And we're about to witness what feels like magic. So here's the plan. We go to Kimi, and then we press this OK computer and data visualization. Then we take our prompt, we copy and paste. This is a job that I want Kimi to do. I want him to make a website about Linux distributions. All the major Linux distros, represent them as family trees with suitable captions for each diagram, and also a deep dive paragraphs into all this, such as Red Hat, Ubuntu, SteamOS, and CachyOS. And what I will do is I'll just give him simple prompt. I'm not going to give him too much. I'm going to let the AI be creative and think about the task all by himself. So what happens when I press enter? So you see Kimi is starting up the computer. So Kimi is an AI that has his own computer, like virtual computer. And once it has started up this computer, it will start programming the entire website on this computer. So the first thing it does is it creates a to-do list. It says, I think I'll break your job into 6 tasks. Then I'll go through each task one by one. Did I tell him which task to do? No, I didn't. I didn't tell him first you do A, then you do B. No, he created all this on his own. And now it's working on task 1 already, which is it's searching the internet. It's looking at all the different websites that talk about Linux and all the different even Linux distributions, and it is synthesizing all this information. He found that his first search didn't find enough about Steam and CachyOS, so he does a second search. He says, no, I didn't find enough. I didn't find what I'm looking for. So let me find specific to SteamOS and CachyOS. Then now, okay, he's done already. Oh, that's so fast, right? How long would you take to research a topic? It will take maybe a whole day just to research. But no, Kimi is already on the next task. He's drawing all these diagrams. And how is he doing it? He's writing in Python. He's coding. He's actually generating visuals. But I want you to lower down your expectations here, because this is still AI generated image, and AI is not very good at generating image yet compared to generating text. So when it's generating image, you'll see later what I mean. That is not so good, okay? But it's still pretty impressive. You see, he can make all these, Python MATLAB functions. Like, I bet, you don't even know anything about how to use it, right? But yeah, Kimi does. Kimi knows all about it. He knows how to generate diagrams based on Python programming. And he's making them into, like Garuda Linux, he's giving it its own box. Bearside is giving it its own box. Then once he's done, he will just go on to the next family tree, because in our prompt we told him to make a different family tree for every single major family in Linux. And now actually he's done with the major families, and he's creating a comprehensive overview diagram showing all major Linux families. Is even doing market share from what we can see statistics like total desktop market share for Linux is 4%, gaming is 3%, on Steam server market 96.3% of the top 1 million servers. I don't know if all these statistics are correct, because AI is known to hallucinate, and that is actually something we have to check one by one if we are actually publishing this website for a professional reason. But for 8 minutes of effort, this is really, really good. Like, once you have this base to draw from, it's actually very easy to proofread the website and to correct the little points. The hard part is just to write the main body of content, or the huge amount of information that you got to synthesize, you got to process, you got to visualize it before you finally put it onto the screen. That's such a lot of work. And Kimi, because it is an AI, it is working much faster than a human can. In fact, it is working even faster than a whole team of humans. Because when you have a whole team of humans, they start to, argue with one another, and some move slow, some move fast. But no, we just give him a 3-paragraph prompt. We press enter, and ever since then, it's been working on our job. So it's already started writing all these different. I'm going to just clear my downloads folder so that later when I download, I don't clutter my downloads folder. And he's already done with the Steam OS chapter, and he's writing the Cache OS chapter. Oh, by the way, Cache OS is the current OS that I'm using right now to record this video. It is, a gaming OS for Linux, and I actually have it running from my USB drive, which is very good, because when you run it from your USB drive, you don't overwrite the Windows drive on your actual computer. Now there is a little bit of a performance hit, but the computer is still pretty fast, so it's safer to run Linux from your USB, especially when you're just trying it out. And maybe if you're very into Linux, then you can consider having it in your actual hard disk in the computer. Then you can enjoy the higher speed of an NVMe SSD drive, which is about 6 times faster than the fastest USB. Okay, so now that Kimi has finished the content, what he's doing right now is he's doing a website programming in a language called CSS. And this is the format of CSS, where you have these different styles, and then under each style they define the font, the display, the grid, the color, and so on and so forth. Kimi is actually following the original instruction that we made, which is to make it look presentable. And he's going to make sure that the final website is not just a bunch of text, but it is something that you can immediately take and export and scroll it with minimal changes to the website. So this step is actually the longest of all the steps, and the reason it is the longest is that there is a lot of code that goes into making this website a website. Every single title, subtitle, section, paragraph has to be styled in a way that the computer's browser will be able to display it, And you can see later on, I'll show you that it can display in both light mode as well as dark mode. But for now, let's wait for this task to finish. So where is this Kimi at right now? He's at doing the distro features, right? He's saying, market analysis and trends, Linux market evolution. He's writing so quickly that I can't really follow every single thing that he's saying, but I know that he's writing a lot. From just this amount of code that is coming out, we really can tell that the website that Kimi is doing is going to be a very detailed website. It's going to be very comprehensive. It's going to tell you not just Ubuntu, but it's going to tell you at least 4 paragraphs about Ubuntu itself. How do we know whether all these things are true or not? That's the hard part, because it only takes 8 minutes for Kimi to make the website. After that, if you want to have the highest standard, you need to check every single line that it is written so that it is true. If you don't do that, then maybe there will be some hallucination, some wrong information. Then you can get in trouble later. Okay, so Kimi has done the website, so he's going to upload it now. Deploy the website. He said he's finished the to-do list, so he checked all the X. So in this time, I'm just talking what Kimi is doing, and in fact, he already finished the website. I just explained what he's doing, and once I finish explaining what he's doing, the website is done already in just the time for this short, simple explanation. In fact, we can really click on this link, and we can see the website. This is the full website. You see, it has Linux distribution ecosystem. It has the diagrams, but as you can see, it's a little cacat because the lines, they're crossing over all the boxes. Now that's one of the things with AI. They don't understand common sense. They understand machine sense. They don't understand human sense. And I think some of these lines, they're not even correct. Like why is this line so funny? So anyway, it actually exports all this as images. Later you can edit the image and make it look touch up. You can touch up and make it look like a proper website, but at least it already came out with all the idea, then you don't have to come up with the idea on your own, you just need to touch up what the computer make. This infographics, I kind of like it. It has the percentages, the key numbers, like almost like how a real vendor will try to do it, with the tick 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 with all the key selling points. And now you can see detailed analysis. Every single major Linux distro in the deep dive is having multiple chapters. It has a page of its own. You can read through it. Actually, the point is not that it can make this website. This website I give is just an example. But at the end of it, you can see that he's actually also explaining what is the reason he made the website, and even the sources that he looked at it. Now what we want to do is we want to see this in dark mode, which I think dark mode is nicer for the eyes. You can see that it looks more professional, neater as well. And I'm clicking on all these different links to show that this is not just something that like a document you scroll up and down. This is a website where you can click and then you can go to the next section. Click, you can go to the next section. Wow, it's so amazing, It's so amazing. And as you scroll, you can actually go to the next section. The overview is intelligent. It knows where you are in the website. And as you scroll down, it becomes family trees, you see. This is a Kimi's logic. I didn't tell him to make this, but he made this on his own. Was it programmed to do it? Probably, but I don't care who programmed it. Like, what I care about is I put in a little prompt, I type in a few paragraphs, and out pops out website. So like people would usually just do a PowerPoint or Word document. He's making a whole website just like that. So advanced, This Chinese AI are quite impressive actually. Like, actually in the digital world, about half of the LLM, slightly more than half, they come from China, And they're actually doing a lot of AI, fundamental AI breakthroughs that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, like, this is a real website that is not just auto-generated. I can actually close this and I copy and paste the link. So once I copy and paste it, I can go back. So once you have this link, all you need to do is you can share it to your Facebook, to your WhatsApp. You can share it through email even, and you can share it to the people that you want to show it to. Or alternatively, you can also like look at this code. You can edit all this code to what you want. But first, we need to download it, of course. We need to download it. When you press download all files, then it will generate a zip file where straight onto your folder, and you can unzip it. You can unzip it, extract here. Then when you extract here, then you can see all the images that it makes. Now I told you that the diagram is pretty cacat, like what on earth is this? I don't know what it did, because AI is pretty bad at image still. This is weakness that they have. So this one definitely needs some touching up. We can of course keep the boxes, but we need to change the way these lines connect. Definitely we need to do some touch up. Of course, we are not going to do this. This is not for this video. I just want to show the capabilities of this. And this is a local file, local file of the website. So this website can also be accessed offline. You just need to download it as a HTML file. And now you can see actually it's the same thing. It's the same thing, but you don't have to use an internet connection to connect to this website anymore. This is pretty professional, like it breaks down all the key points. It has all these check boxes that like, oh, you want to buy this is why it's so good, and even the deep dive, Anyway, that's just all for today. I just want to show to you how you can build a website in 8 minutes for free using Kimi. Thanks very much, and if you like to watch this video, you subscribe and like, then I will make more videos like this in the future. Okay, thank you, bye bye.
在跳舞，屏幕在发光，人工智能，我新的搭档，不用咖啡，不用熬夜到天亮，一个指令世界被点亮。你说这不可能，你说这太夸张，但8分钟之后你闭嘴别说话。